Hey guys, it's Fun Bun here. It's good to see you all again. It's been a while since I've been with you. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of Tessie Hutchinson, because you guys are going to have to write about her later today, and you'll finish up with that assignment probably on Monday, because tomorrow we got something special. All right, so are you ready? Do you remember Tessie? She's from The Lottery. That's the story we read by Shirley Jackson. But you're all pros at that story because we've been working on that one for like a week now. So here's our recap. Here's our story. Here's Tessie's day. Okay. The morning of June 27th was clear and sunny, with the fresh warmth of a full summer day. The flowers were blossoming profusely, and the grass was richly green. Sounds like a nice day, right? I mean, it's summertime, it's beautiful. Everyone loves beautiful summer days, even Tessie. But she was at her house, and she was doing the dishes. So she was like, scrub, 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 scrub it up, dub, 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 scrub it up, dub. I'm doing my dishes, yeah. Yeah, I mean, she might not have been singing like that, but like we can hope, I guess, because makes it more fun. Yeah. So then suddenly she looked at her calendar and she realized what day it was, and it was June 27th, and she was like, "Holy Hannah, it's June 27th! Something special is marked on my calendar. What is it?" And after a second, she realized what it was. She realized it was lottery day. See, she hadn't really remembered the lottery. And because she forgot about it, it kind of tells us a little bit about how she feels about the lottery. It might be important or it might be not important. What do you think? If something's really important to someone, they tend to remember what day it is and what day it's on, and they look forward to it. Like birthdays and holidays, anniversaries, and all those kind of things. Those are important days. And people look forward to them. Because Tessie had forgotten that it was lottery day, we can say maybe it's not the most important thing in her life. So then she was like, "Oh my, I've got to go to town. I got to be at the lottery. I hope I'm not late. I don't even have time to take my apron off." And she got to town, and as she was getting there, they were getting started with the lottery, and they were talking already, but they hadn't actually started doing the thing yet. And she stepped up to the back of the crowd, and she talked to a friend of hers named Mrs. Delacroix. It kind of pronounced that wrong. I think it's supposed to be Delacroix, but in the story it says that they pronounce it Delacroix. Yeah, we could talk about that some other time, I guess. Anyways, so she says to her friend, she's like, "Oh, I up and forgot what day today was. There I was at home just minding my own business and washing my dishes when I realized I was already late, and I scooted right over here as fast as I could." And Mrs. Delacroix was like, "You know what? That's okay. You got here just in time, so it's all cool." And they were friendly, and they were friends, and they talked like friends would, and they were glad to see each other. Remember that, okay? So everyone in town is glad to see that Tessie made it in time. They joke with her a little bit as she moves through the crowd to stand with her husband. His name's Bill. And everyone seems happy to see her. And Tessie seems to be pretty well liked. And it really doesn't seem like anyone has a problem that she's late. And I think because nobody really seemed to mind that she was late, it shows that they maybe don't think the lottery is the most important thing either. I mean, we know they're not upset because they joke with her and they laugh her. They even tease her a little bit like, "Oh, you just made it." And she was like, "Yeah, I got to get my dishes done first. Wouldn't want me to leave them in the sink, would you?" Ha 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 ha. Yeah, so they talked and they joked like that, and it was cool. But she's definitely not late because she wants to protest and doesn't want to come. It doesn't seem to be the most important part of her year, but she's also not there to make an objection to what's going on or to try to stop them from doing the lottery. So, yeah, that's important too. So then the menfolk, they pick their little slips from their paper, and it's Bill Hutchinson. That's Tessie's husband. He's the one who gets the marked slip. Yeah, so now she gets a little scared and she starts to protest that the lottery isn't fair. Not that it's wrong. She doesn't say that it's wrong. She says it's not fair. She says that it shouldn't be her family that gets picked for the lottery because Bill just didn't have enough time to get the right slip, or when he wanted, he was rushed. That's what she says. But there doesn't seem to be any truth in that, and nobody really goes along with it. And she's, like I said, she's still not trying to say that it's wrong to have the lottery. So then her family has to draw slips again, and it's Tessie herself who gets the black mark on her slip. And then she keeps yelling about how unfair it is, and it shouldn't be happening like that, and no one's listening to her because that's not what they do, right? They don't listen to the person who gets picked at the lottery. Instead, they're all grabbing stones. Even Mrs. Delacroix, who has to get a stone so big that she has to use two hands to lift it up, because that's what friends do. But no, it's really not what friends do. It shouldn't be what friends do. If your friends are trying to get the biggest stone to throw at you, they shouldn't be your friends. Those aren't good friends. Get better friends. Anyway, so all of the town, they kind of turn on her, and she's saying it's not fair, and it's too late to try to stop them, because that's just the way the ritual goes, right? Now, if you remember our theme, there's danger in following rituals that we don't understand. Tessie should have tried to stop the lottery long before she got the slip with the black mark on it. I mean, she should have been doing that years before. She should have refused to participate at all, and she should have been refusing and standing up for what's right for a long time before that. So yeah, I mean, Tessie lived there for a long time as far as we know, and I mean, you don't know the whole town and joke with the whole town when you only been there for a little while. So this is not her first lottery. She's participated in the lottery before, and she's been part of that mob that killed people before. So that wasn't good. She should have been saying, no, this isn't right from the beginning, because, you know, it's not right to kill people. That's bad. We have laws and stuff against that. Even when the whole town does it, it's still not good. And we should be not participating when things like that happen. In fact, Tessie was right to say, hey, this is wrong. We shouldn't do this. It's just that she did it at the wrong time. She waited until it was only against her that she decided that the ritual wasn't right anymore. I mean, she should have been saying that for years and trying to get people to stop doing the lottery. Other towns had stopped. Their town should have stopped too, but they hadn't. So, unfortunately, Tessie died. Oh no, I'm dead. And that's where our story ends. Unfortunately, we just have to try to learn from it. And that's our job now. So, you have an assignment. Mr. Lane's going to give it to you, and you get to write about this and about doing the right thing and when you should do it. And I'm glad that you let me help you with this, even though I'll be honest with you, it's not my favorite story. This is not a fun, bunnish story. I would not have written this story this way. But, you know, I guess it's good for learning, even though it's not fun. That's okay. We can be serious bun sometimes. Yeah. No, I don't like it. Anyways, this is Fun Bun. Have a great day. Over and out.